Well, ladies and gentlemen, Jason of New Age Revolution in the car. Oh, and it's not Tuesday. No, indeed. It is Friday. I am not headed to the office. I am not headed to Best Buy. Where am I headed? I'm headed to another country, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, the New Age Revolution. I told you last month we were going to the Falls View Horror Fest, Niagara Falls, Canada. It is 10 a.m. I am leaving extremely early. I don't know why. I think I know why. I don't want to wait in a ridiculously long line. I don't know how long the line will be on a Friday. The show is Friday and Saturday. Today's show, today's con, is 3 to 8. So doors open at 3. And it's 10 o'clock in the morning, and I'm an hour and a half away from Canada. So I'm early. I'm going to get there early. But what do I do when I get someplace early? You know what I do. I sit down. I get my grub on. I get my drink on. And then I go enjoy the show. Huge excitement flowing through my veins. I'm going to go. Oh, here's another bonus. I'm not going to Thruway. No, indeed. You see, I'm in Rochester, New York. Rochester, New York is about an hour and 15 minutes away from Buffalo, New York. And Buffalo, New York is about 30 minutes away from Niagara Falls. So I'm going back roads, right? How fun. How lucky, that I live in an area where I don't have to jump on the monotonous throughway. Especially, on a work day in the morning. But I get to go back roads. Houses, farms, food stands, fruit stands, things like that. I love this drive. I've done this drive many times, both to Buffalo and to Canada. And I love going Route 104 to Canada. So for my Canadian friends who are familiar with Route 104, I actually live off of Route 104 to some degree. So yeah, that means nothing to anybody probably. Anyway, who's on the docket today? Well, I am continuing the Friday the 13th actor collection. The collection contains a photo with the Friday the 13th celebrity, and of course, either an autographed 8x10 or having them autograph my giant full-size Jason Voorhees poster. That is really just reserved for the actors who played Jason Voorhees, and possibly today for Harry Manfredini, the composer. Tom Savini would have also gone on the poster today, but he is not coming to the show. Warrington Gillette, an adjacent actor, will be on the poster. And I have not yet decided if Dick Wayland is going to be on the poster. He played Roy Jason, but then somebody tells me that wasn't really Roy obviously doing all the stunts, and Roy was kind of a portly, stocky little fellow. So I don't know. I think I'm going to put him on the poster. Look, it's my poster. I think I'm going to put him on the poster. I think so. And then Amy Steele, who was, main heroine number 2 from part 2. And then I can't remember her freaking name. I'm such a dolt. I can't remember her name, but, the main survivor from part 1. The main girl, the main blonde. One other camp counselor will be there. Yeah, I'm really good with the names, aren't I? But I'm excited, nonetheless. Very excited. My first con in a long while, pre-COVID. Canadian borders are open, and I got my COVID card deal just in case. I think. Let me make sure. Got my enhanced license. Yeah, there we go. And we're ready to cross the border. Not yet. We're about an hour and a half away. But we're doing this. Fallsview Horror. Hope to see some of you there. Obviously, this will get posted tonight. And then we've got a power hour. We'll do a power hour later this weekend. Probably Saturday. And I've got some pickups. Nothing exciting. Don't worry. Actually, that's not true. That's not true. There's one thing that I got really excited about. And these are Goodwill pickups. These are Goodwill pickups. Okay, so I'll tell you one of them. I need more photo albums. And Goodwill had, I'm going to go straight. Goodwill had a bunch of photo albums. But in a case, which was cool. I actually have them behind me. Let me show you. What the heck? Why not? Let's see. Can I do it while I'm driving? I shouldn't do it. Anyway, they're photo albums. You can't really see them. All right. Photo albums in a case. You know how they come in a library style. They come in like a case. So I can just put away my photos. I don't keep photos on my phone. I print them off and I put them in photo albums. And then, of course, it's decor for the 80s room. What else can I talk about with you before I turn it off and get you to Canada? I'm excited for the new year. I am, because we're gonna do a proper 80s living room. We're gonna do it right. We're gonna do it right. We're gonna do it on the long wall. I'm getting more and more okay with putting some stuff away. And I can probably eliminate 2 shelves by putting some stuff away and then maybe condensing some stuff on other shelves. Like I have a whole shelf that's got like, you know, little trinkets on it and a lot of stuffed animals. You know, a lot of them were my wife's stuffed animals, but you know, some of that stuff I can't put away, some of that stuff I will, some of that stuff I'll just set on the floor, like up against the couch, like the big fur skins bear that's taking up a whole, you know, section of a shelf because they're huge. It's sitting right next to a My Buddy. You know, I don't necessarily want to put that stuff away, but I'll have a big couch down there now. And so maybe I can just set them on the couch. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna condense the shelves, and I'm going to get rid of a few shelves. And I'm gonna put some stuff away, and we're gonna have a proper 80s living room downstairs. We've got to start with the move. We have to do the move, and then we have to do the paneling. I will get a bigger coffee table. I'm kind of interested in an oval coffee table. I think those are kind of an 80s staple. It's going to be good. There's going to be a lot of center space in the middle of the room, so I might even add a chair in addition to the couch. So we will see. This is going to be great. And it's all because I've become okay with putting some stuff away. I think I'll get more out of the 80s living room if I do it the way that I want to do it, with the large coffee table. And I think I'll be more okay with the living room than I'm not okay with putting some stuff away. Does that make sense? The impact of the living will be greater than the sacrifice. So we're good with that. All right, that's that. We're going to Canada. I will bring you into the convention with me. I will get as much footage as I can, and as much footage, of course, as I'm comfortable with. But it should be fine. Everybody records cons. So we'll do that. And then when I get home tonight, I will show you some of the stuff that I got. And then I will wrap it up. Yeah. I'm crossing a stop sign here, so I want to make sure I don't get killed on my way to the convention. All right, kids, we'll see you in a little bit. I'm on my way to Canada. Good day to go to a con. Good night now. Yes, kids, here's what I see. We're currently in a place called Niagara County, and this is literally my trip to Canada. No throughway, back roads, country homes, and some interesting yard flags. That's all I'll say about that. But anyway, I love this route. I really do. Like I said, tons of antique stores. Drove by one house that had these gigantic bowling pins on their porch. like probably an antique shop or probably an antique collector, but it might have gotten them from like some weird bowling, sign or bowling alley or whatever. But just these three massive, I'm talking, 15 feet tall bowling pins. But here we go, Niagara Falls. You can't see the sign. You might have seen the sign. We're 15 miles away, guys. This is a quick trip. So, all right, that's that, and we'll see you. We'll see you at the entrance to the convention. All right, guys, we're currently in Niagara Falls. That is the hotel that I usually stay at when I do the Niagara Falls Comic-Con, the Falls View Marriott. I'm not staying over tonight, unfortunately. Yeah, there it is, the Falls View Marriott. They have a Morton's Steakhouse attached to it, which is incredible. Otherworldly steak, if you will. And that is it. So we are, I'm gonna park the car at the convention parking lot, and we're gonna try to kill the next 3 hours until the show starts. We'll see you soon. All right, guys, so we are in Niagara Falls. We are on the street that I've been on many times. The street of the convention. So I'm looking at the line getting into the convention right now. It is not long, so that is good. We're still 2 hours away from the convention, but the lines aren't long so far. They're going to be wrapped around the building. They usually are. So I just had lunch. So check this out. I just had lunch at the Marriott and a couple of beers. And I'm the only one in the restaurant. And as I sit down, a woman is brought in and sat at a table, and just out of curiosity, I'm, noticing the other person in the restaurant besides me. And it's Danielle Harris from Halloween. And I make eye contact with her at the same time that I recognize who it is. And I just say, "Oh, it's you. I won't bother you. Enjoy your lunch." And she goes, "How are you?" And I'm like, "I'm okay. Thanks for asking." And that's it. I don't say another word to Danielle Harris. But here's the best part. Danielle Harris was on her phone the whole time. She was talking to somebody the whole time. The whole lunch, her whole entire lunch. And that might be like a stay away from me kind of deal, which is fine. She obviously did not recognize the New 80s Revolution. She did not ask to take a photo with me. She did not ask for an autograph. Okay, whatever. But most importantly of all, because she was on her phone the whole time, I noticed that she had a Halloween phone case. She literally had a Halloween Michael Myers phone case, which is great. I don't know if it's because she's going to sell them at the convention. She is a guest at the convention, by the way. I don't know if she's going to sell them here and she's, going to use one to sell it, but that I find incredible that she has a Halloween Michael Myers phone case. Danielle Harris. If I was to talk to her, and I was 3 beers in, so I was getting a little comfortable, I was going to tell her that I prefer the Rob Zombies, and we were going to see how she reacted to that. But anyways, we're here. We're here at the convention, and I'm going to my car to get some posters, and then I'm going to wait in line for 2 more hours. See you soon. All right, well, if none of you have ever seen Niagara Falls in your life, this is it. This is it from one viewpoint. That beast of a hotel right there where I stay when I do the Niagara Falls Comic-Con is called the Falls View Marriott. And for a few bucks extra, you can get a room in the back side of that hotel and look directly into the falls, which is a blast. So there you go. There's your Niagara Falls. We are an hour from the show starting, and I am bored out of my mind, and I cannot wait in line like some of these other people who have been here since noon. It's not easy to do, but anyway, Niagara Falls. All right, we're in, and this is the coolest display I've ever seen. Walking right in the door. The TV could be a little older, but that's awesome. All right. Falls View Horror, or Frightmare in the Falls, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. We're gonna make our way back to the celeb alley. I'll get everybody that I need, and then we'll do the walkthrough and maybe buy some gear and stuff like that. But we're gonna get some autographs first. Here we go. Okay, guys, it's over. First con since COVID is over. Good God, how many hours have I been here? 6? Yeah, about 6 hours. No, that's impossible. No, the con was from 3 to 8. It is currently 6 o'clock, and I got in when the doors opened at 3. I've been in Canada for 6 hours. I've been at the con for 3 hours. Who cares? That's not important. All in all, a good experience. Waiting in lines. The lines were not long at all. Lines were not long at all. However, they seemed long because some of the talent took a very, 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 very long time with each fan, which is on paper lovely. But when you're waiting and waiting and waiting, and it's not lovely. It's nice, though. Who's going to complain about that? Me, right? I just dropped something. I'll be right back. All right, we're in the car. We're still in the parking lot. Like I said, all in all, a good time. I got everybody that I came for. Adrian King, Amy Steele, Dick Wayland, Roy from Part 5, Harry Manfredini, the composer, and Warrington Gillette. And who else did we get? Let me look at this. We got Lauren Marie Taylor, Vicky. I'll go through everything. When I get home. Let me tell you, Everybody was great. The three women were fantastic, super friendly, just great. Dick Whalen was a little older and a little quieter, but fine, friendly. Harry Manfredini was very friendly, very talkative for being the composer of the movie, very involved with the fans. Warrington Gillette. Oh my goodness. Warrington Gillette is really likes the fans and likes to spend a lot of time with each person. I was watching. He, as soon as a person walked up to his table, it was about 5 minutes before he even picked out the paint color, the marker color that he was going to use. Just a very long talker, and therefore his line got ridiculously long. You would think that he was the main guy at this con. Danielle Harris's line was super long. I didn't get anybody else other than the Friday the 13th people, but as I was in line for Warrington twice and got out of the line to get other people because it was moving so slowly. And at about 5:15, I was in line, and he had to do a photo op at 5:30. He had to go do a professional photo op at 5:30. So he says, about 35, 40 minutes, guys. Well, everybody left. Everybody left the line, grumbling, and, but I had taken care of everything I needed to take care of. So I stayed. And I looked kind of like a dork, just kind of standing there. And in fact, Adrienne King had a table set up next to Warrington, and she was talking to me, would you like me to chat with you and keep you busy? And I was like, sure, yeah, that's great. But lo and behold, that 35-minute photo op was about 12 minutes. And he came walking back to the table, and I was first in line. And he spent about 37 seconds with me. Which is fine. But I was like, man, why didn't you do this for everybody? He signs the poster massively huge. Warrington Gillette's signature is massively huge. And then he spends a few minutes with you talking about like a Kickstarter movie that he's trying to make, and he wants you to be a part of it. And do you want to be a part of an indie movie, sponsor an indie movie? And he does that with every single person. And now Warrington Gillette had no quotes in the movie. He had no lines. But he said, do you want me to write a line on it? And I was like, you don't have any lines. I didn't say that. But he gave me two choices. He said, now get the kids out of the room. Get the kids out of the room. He said, I can write die, bitch, die, or your ass is at the lake. And I was like, I don't know, the second one. And so he wrote, your ass is at the lake. Now, a standard spelling of that would be Y-O-U-R A-S-S-I-S at the lake. He wrote your asses, as in A-S-S-E-S. Your asses at the lake. And I don't know what that means. So anyway, it's going to hang proudly in the living room because it's the biggest signature on there. You can't have a Jason Voorhees actor collection without good old Warrington Gillette. But anyway, that's that. Let's go home. Let's go back to the good old U.S. Oh, we're home now. Yes, that's right. We are home. And it's like 1 o'clock in the morning. And I just finished watching Captain America, the First Avenger, with Liam, as he is now beginning his Marvel movie watching experience. He's finally got the green light from his mother. And we just started Marvel with Captain America. So anyway, it's late. And I got to work tomorrow for a few hours, but I wanted to get this. I wanted to get this edited as quick as possible. This is probably going to be Saturday that you're seeing this, which is not what I wanted to do, but it's okay. So anyway, recap. My first con, post-COVID days, was okay. it was okay. So usually I stay over in Canada when I do. Well, usually I stay over any con I do because they're usually a drive. I wasn't going to stay over this time, and usually I shop and I buy some stuff from the vendors, but obviously, as you all know, I'm running out of room for stuff. In fact, we're going to be condensing. If you heard the other day, or did I say it this morning? I don't know. I might have said it this morning on my way to Canada. We're going to condense. We're going to put away a few things to make room for the long living room. We're going to do that next year after Christmas, first of the year. So anyway, we've got 3 autographed 8x10s here. This is Adrienne King, who played Alice in obviously part 1, the one sole survivor, and she wrote to Jason, of course. And it's so awkward telling these guys that, you know, when they're like, "Oh, what's your name?" And I'm like, it's Jason. And they're like, "Oh, okay." I'm like, to Jason, then he's still there, right? Her final line from the movie. Adrienne King, Alice, great person, sweet lady. Gave me a hug, you know, at the end of the photo, and said, just said some nice things, and I was very thankful. I'm always thankful that these guys show up to these things, and such a good time. Also very sweet, Amy Steele, who was Ginny in part 2, the sole survivor of part 2, and she writes, again, she's another one that was like, "Oh, your name's Jason." She wrote, "Jason, what if there really is a Jason?" And then in parentheses she wrote, "You." I'm like, okay. Such a nice lady. So great. There she is. And then another just very nice, very talkative, very friendly. This is Lauren Marie Taylor, who played Vicky from part 2. Vicky is the one who kind of has a thing for the dude in the wheelchair. And she writes, "Hey Jason, what does the women get?" And I guess that's a line of hers from the movie that I don't remember, but it's okay. I haven't seen it in a while. So 3 autographed 8x10s. The poster's back up hanging on the wall, signed by Dick Wayland, who played Roy. I did go with the decision to put him on the poster. And, when I met Ted White, who sadly passed away recently, some of the older actors just kind of sign their name in like old man writing, which is fine. So he doesn't do a big inscription. He just does a nice cursive, old school signature. And, he just signed in like the upper corner of the poster. And then I got, of course, like I said, Harry Manfredini on the poster. And he's also a very talkative fellow. All these folks are very talkative, which is lovely for the fan who's standing in line in front of them, talking to their heroes and icons. Not lovely for the line of people waiting behind to get to the talking. But that's okay. Harry Manfredini, the composer of some of the most famous horror movie music of all time, he signed the poster. He's got such a great autograph. He actually writes out the musical notes of some of the score, and then has a great signature. And then Warrington Gillette, that you've heard me talk about, he signed the poster, and he took up most of the poster, and wrote the word "asses" on the poster that hangs in my living room in very nice white paint pen, so it just pops out. you can't complain, right? I got one more to go. I think that's still with us. Ken Kersinger. I need to sign the poster. I'd like Tom Savini to sign the poster. Steve Dash is gone. Ted White is gone. And when I met Ted White, I wasn't doing the poster project, which is sad because he would have been on it. I think that's it. Oh, Kane Hodder needs to sign it. Yeah. All right, so I got a few more to go. I do have Ted White and Kane Hodder, but this is before I was doing the poster, so I have to meet them again. All right, so that's the trip. That was a good time. Best con ever? No, but it was really great to knock off a nice chunk of Friday the 13th actors, and that's kind of what I'm going for. So that was a blast to have them all there under one roof. I skipped Tom Matthews. He was the most expensive actor that was there. He was charging $80 for a photo and an autograph. I don't know. I spent a ton of money getting all these people, but for some reason I was just like, I'm not doing it. And I don't know. I don't regret it yet, but I'm not doing it. I'm not paying that. All right, I'm going to bed. We got a power hour this weekend, and a couple of pickups. Just a couple little neat things that I grabbed at a Goodwill. One I already told you in the car. I got some photo albums to start putting all my photos in and then have it on display. But also a pretty nice vintage cable television related item, which I was shocked to see, but I grabbed for $3. Show that to you tomorrow. That is all. Thanks for hanging out with me. Fun trip. Good night now. Literally.